What went into the decision to rest the starters for the second half and leave them on the bench the whole time?
I just thought it was in the best interest of our team, just the way the game was going. Yeah, just kind of thought that was what's best for everybody. You want more? I don't have I can't give you a more elaborate answer on that. I just thought that was what was best for our team, just considering it, So I'm not trying to be any type of way.
What happened that you saw during the 25 rounds for you guys offensively and defensively?
Just didn't have it tonight. It's happened from time to time. I thought the intentions were great. The guys gave it all they had for as long as they could. Just didn't go our way, on either end of the floor. But that was my decision. That, I wasn't there, so.
Do you think based on last night?
I don't know. I think just over the course of a season, you have those from time to time. Can't point to one particular thing. All I know is guys gave it a shot and just didn't go our way.
How would you have treated that maybe differently last season before getting that experience as a coach? And I don't think you probably would have handled it the same way, sitting guys for the second half. So how has that informed how you kind of approach the pace of the season, the whatever else?
Yeah, everything's about the players. And so as you continue to look at life from a player's perspective and you look at the intentions and the character of your team, and a year of experience for myself. And so I trust our character, I trust our team. You have to look at this and say, okay, is this a one-off? Is this a trend? Is this something that you have to be concerned about? And when you look at stuff like that, the answer is no. And things like this happen, and you can actually use them as opportunities because it gives you perspective. You're able to take a deep breath. And, as I said, we're not on the side of that very often. And so when you are, it's good to learn from it. So I think just, as you develop, as you've been in the league a little bit and you start to see that, you develop your identity and you have to always do what's best for the players. And I felt like that was what's best for the players and our team.
Joey, nights like this are going to happen, but you don't ever want to get this bad where they take a 45-point lead. Is there something that you could do, the NBA could do to prevent nights like this where, they literally switch to another game in the second half on TNT because of the lack of competition, because you guys are coming off, you guys are tired. Is there something that the league could do or that you could do to prevent it from getting this bad?
I have no idea. I'm not on the league committee. I don't run the league. I don't do the scheduling. I coach the team, and my only job is to do what's best for the players. And it goes back to when you're in moments throughout the season, the way you handle winning and losing. It goes back to your intentions. It goes back to your character. And so our guys bring it every single night, every single day. And it's not always going to go your way. And it's more about just how you respond to it and stuff like that happens. So I can't speak on things that I'm not experienced in. It's about the players. It's about the locker room. And we gave it a shot. Didn't go our way. And to me, I'd rather focus on the second half. Our goal was to win a quarter. We won one in the fourth quarter. And I love the intentionality that our second unit brought. So O'Shea, Sam, Peyton, Luke, Fee, Lamar, Delano, and Nimi, they played hard. They executed. And that, to me, is what's more important from tonight's game.
When halftime, when you tell Jason and Jalen they're resting, was there any pushback? Or are they looking at you like, man, yeah, we're fried?
It's tough, right? They want to play. They're competitors. Again, it was my decision. It wasn't theirs. At the end of the day, it's my responsibility to do what's best for them and the team. And so they obviously, if I had said, hey, you want to go out there, they're going to do it. And so it was me. I told them, and I felt like that was my responsibility to do it.
You're kind of like the trainer throwing in the towel for his boxer, you've seen.
I love you, guy.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you got to do what's best for your client.
Yeah, you do, and as I think it's hard. Like you said, it was my decision. It wasn't theirs. They're gonna always want to play. We do talk minutes, and hey, do you want to stay in? But I think at the end of the day, I got to do the best thing possible. So, I guess. I don't want to use the phrase "throw in the towel." It's more about the perspective of your team and where your team is at, right? And you look at our team over the course of these, we played 39 games. We've developed a toughness, a mindset. We've done a lot of great things on back-to-backs. We've done a lot of great things underhanded, and tonight just wasn't our night. And I think you have to have the humility to know that from time to time. And it'll be more important how we respond on Saturday because these aren't excuses. This is just the way life is. This is the way it goes. And as I said to the team after, I've said it before, it's more about who are we going to be on Saturday. Who are we going to be in other tough situations.
Last question. How do you not allow it to how do you kind of, when you have losses like these, move past it? Do you just throw it away? Do you look back on it at all? How do you respond?
Well, I think it's a really good question. I think you have to look at it from the standpoint of let's just say we lose the next game against Houston, you guys are going to be like, that's 2 in a row now. You've lost 2. Did any of the habits from last game bleed into this game? And like, those are the questions that you're going to ask. And the answer is no. Just because whether we win or lose a game is not going to be contingent upon what happened tonight. It could be a 2-point loss in overtime. It could be a 20-point game. And what you have to look at is the trends that we're developing and the habits that we're developing over a long period of time. And over a long period of time, we've developed really good habits. And so regardless of how the result of the next game goes, it's not contingent upon what happened today. And so I just don't look at it that way. And it's more about the habits we're developing. And so you take a look at last game, 80%, 20%, we played Celtic basketball. And so can we do that over the course of long stretches?
Joe, you got to ask this. Ime's coming back Saturday, and can you kind of capsulize that year that you coached under him? What was it like? What did you learn, and what did you take from him in that 1 year?
Yeah, that's I definitely wouldn't be like, you look at guys and coaches around the league who don't get experiences working for multiple head coaches. And so now that I can sit here today, I'm grateful that I got to work for him. I'm grateful that I got to see another way to do things, because I was with Brad for 3 years, I think, and that was the only experience I had in the NBA. And so if I don't get that opportunity to work for another coach who's worked for multiple coaches, who's been on benches for championships, who's been in San Antonio, Philly, other stops, and I don't get to see how the league works and looking at it from a different perspective. And so I'm grateful for that year, because I got to see a different approach. And I kind of compare it to the year I played for Beeline and the couple years that I played for Huggins. They were 2 like really good coaches, and on the outside they seem to have very contrasting styles, but they're similar in the way they coach the game, or defense is how they look at defense, how they look at offense. And so I kind of compare it to that, is where I got to see 2 really good coaches do it different ways and combine my philosophy with theirs and try to make something of my own.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.